For someone to encrypt a message using the system we worked out, they'll need to know what E and P are. But with that knowledge, they can figure out D. So if I publicize the encryption key, people can work out my decryption key too. We need to ramp up the complexity of our cipher a bit so that it can't be cracked by someone who knows the encryption key. So let's do the same math one more time, but this time with new variables. Our new prime number will be called Q, and we'll use K instead of H. I'll write out all the steps with the new variables, and there they are. Now, to add complexity, instead of just using one or the other, we're going to combine the mod P minus 1 and mod Q minus 1. Now, since we figured out that ED minus 1 is a multiple of both P minus 1 and Q minus 1, it has to be a multiple of the LCM of P minus 1 and Q minus 1. So, our more complex requirement is that for m to the ED to be equal to m, both mod P and mod Q, E and D must be inverses mod the LCM of P minus 1 and Q minus 1. So why is it better for m to the power of ED to be equal to m in both mod P and mod Q? Well, this means that we can combine the mods, like we did with the other equation, and say m to the power of ED is equal to m mod n, where n is just the LCM of P and Q. Since P and Q are prime, their LCM is just their product, so n is just PQ. Great! Our final RSA system is that to encrypt, you calculate m, your message, to the power of E mod n. And to decrypt, you calculate m to the power of D mod n. But is it secure? Well, to encrypt, you need to raise m to the E mod n, so we'll need to publicize E and n, so people can send us messages. But knowing n, you can only figure out P and Q by factoring n. Now, with small numbers, that's easy. But when RSA is used for things like emails and bank account passwords, P and Q are primes hundreds of digits long. And it would take modern computers thousands of years to factor n's that large. This is why RSA is an unbreakable code. I hope you learned a lot about RSA and Fermat's little theorem, but mostly I hope you came away with the message I really want to use this video to convey, which is that even when a formula or a fact seems kind of useless, even if it just seems like a fun little game but nothing of substance, it could have massive implications in the future. Thank you for watching.
Created using Powtoon.